Hello, beautiful people. Hello. Welcome to this bonus video. Yes, this is a bonus video. And this bonus video is about vulnerability. But before I let you go to the video, I have to warn you. The video is a little blurry. It's blurrier than usual. I just got some new camera equipment and I tested it. I thought it calibrated. It didn't fully calibrate, so there's a little bit of a visual blurriness. If that bothers you, you do not have to watch the video, but you can still listen to it. Most of my videos, you're actually more so able to just listen to, and you don't have to fully watch it. It's up to you. Do what resonates. The message is still the message regardless, and the message is the most important part, not what I'm looking like in the video, okay? So, just wanted to give you that warning and that heads up. Bear with me, okay? I got some other videos. After I got this little issue with this one, I did tighten up, so the other videos is more clear than even in the past. So just bear with me, give me some grace, okay? Without further ado, I hope this video serves you well, and of course, wishing you nothing but the best on your journey back to yourself. Bye.
Finding myself on the way back to me. Honestly, God knows it hurts.
And we're live. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Welcome to Back to Me, where I am on my journey to getting back to myself, and I am choosing to make the cognizant decision to continue that journey, no matter what. And I'm hoping that you allow me the privilege to guide you on your journey as well, back to yourself, because you deserve it. And that is what the healing journey is truly about. And that's also what the connection to God is really about. So, this is bonus video. This bonus video is kind of going to be similar to the power of authenticity, but I'm going to speak a little bit on more. By the way, I'm testing out some new equipment. Shout out to my baby for getting me the equipment, but I'm testing it out too, so bear with me, because usually I have headphones in and it's not as easy to hear background sound. Today is a holiday, people are partying, but I gotta make a video, okay? So I'm gonna test it out. Hopefully you can hear my voice pretty good over any music, because I have a mic on now. Oh my god, I'm getting high tech, so bear with me. But we're going to just talk about the aspect of and the power of being vulnerable, okay? So vulnerability is a superpower, and it is actually something that requires you to be able to be open in multiple ways. This can open up how you communicate with yourself, how you communicate with others. But vulnerability, oftentimes we'll talk about it as far as like you to someone else, but it also is an aspect of vulnerability where it has to do with you being vulnerable with yourself. It's kind of like one of those moments where it's like, if you were to look in a mirror at yourself, would you actually be able to keep it real with yourself about what you see? The honest truth is many people aren't. Many people aren't keeping it real with themselves. You know, and there's been like tons of people, I'm sure, that would say like, I keep it 100. Across the board? Maybe not. Because when you look at yourself, it can be one of the most scariest things you do in your life, because it shows all of your inconsistencies. It can show all of your flaws. It can show all the areas that might be hurtful for you. But the most beautiful thing about showing your inconsistencies, or seeing your inconsistencies and the things you don't like about yourself, is now you start to be able to have more power to change it. What we don't know and we don't see, we literally don't know, we don't see, we have not much power over, right? So once you see it, again, here's the free will again. You have free will whether you want to step in and change or do something about it, keep, change, add, subtract, or leave it the same. But what I will say is once you face yourself and and you're being vulnerable with yourself, because vulnerability will help you face yourself in a way where you're not judging yourself when you do see yourself in the mirror. You're seeking to try to understand self. And with that comes the idea that you have to ask yourself, what is it that I would want different from me? Because when we face ourselves, not only do we change internally, but things around us change externally. It goes in, it starts in, then it goes out. It starts in, then it goes out. It starts in, then it goes out. I mean, like, that's one of my favorite things to repeat, because it truly starts in and then it goes out. We always trying to look at all this crap is not really what you can control. So the aspect of trying to change that, will have fun. That's when we get in cycles of BS, because we keep trying to change everything out here instead of everything in here. Everything all out here, you don't got no control over the shite around you. Now you can keep lying to yourself and telling yourself you do, but evidence would suggest that hasn't been working out for you, has it? So let's start looking and facing ourselves and face the man in the mirror. Shout out to Michael Jackson. God rest his soul. Start looking in, face the man or the woman in the mirror. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Journey back to yourself means it's all about me. I'm looking at me, I'm facing me, I'm healing me, I'm loving me, I'm understanding me, I'm learning from me, I'm elevating me, I'm giving compassion and grace to me, I'm considering me, I'm developing me, I'm realigning with the divine source power from God within me. So when you're able to look at yourself with vulnerability, you have less judgment and you see yourself truly for what you are, which is most of us when we look at ourselves, the pain, the actions that we might be ashamed of and things like that, what you're really looking at is that inner child. What you're really looking at is that shadow that's trying to protect you, that tries to hide these parts of you. But the truth is that those parts of you that are showing up in your shadow is a part of your inner child as well. So what you want to do? Because your child, the first child you ever had was yourself. So what you want to do for the child within? Because the child within dictates how you show up as an adult. And the child within dictates how you show up when you have children externally. You birth your own children. One would say part of some generational trauma and pathologies might be connected to this. But inner child awareness, attention, focus, acknowledgement is a pretty powerful thing in itself. I mean, I can do a whole separate video on that as well, but if you choose to say, you know what, I want to face the shite within me and I want to make a difference. In order to do that, when you want something different, you got to do something different. You can't want something different and doing the same stuff. I mean, logically speaking, that makes no sense. If I want something different, I got to do something different. And a lot of the times the difference is how I show up, how I'm caring for me. How am I coming home to myself? What am I changing with me? How I perceive things, how I love myself, how I create boundaries for myself and others, it goes here. Starts in, then it goes out. It starts with you. It ends with you. You're one of one. You want something different? You do something different. You desire something more for yourself? Look around. I want everyone around me to do X, Y, Z for me. But how do I treat me? You know, this is another whole separate conversation too, but how do I show up for me? How do I love me? God's honest truth is most of us don't even know how to love ourselves, let alone somebody else. And this is why the journey back to self is such a powerful, amazingly abundant, prosperous journey. Because it changes everything. You connect to the God source energy within because you decided to go home to yourself. God isn't here. Home isn't here. Home is connected to God. So when are you going to choose to see that you deserve that? And that is in your power. It's not an external thing. It's in here. And it's within your power. Whenever you choose to. Whenever you choose to walk that path. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's always harder before it gets easier. It's always harder before it gets easier. It's never easy and then it gets harder. I mean, why? Why would we even keep going if it's easy already? We wouldn't. Already in your mind, you say, "Oh gosh, I already have what I need. I already got what I want. I got it." So the truth is, it's gonna be harder before it gets easier because you don't got it. You don't got yourself. No. Everything you're searching for is a connection with power of vulnerability. Vulnerability will allow you to face yourself and others. Vulnerability will allow you to face someone with enough dignity, integrity, and intent where you don't lie and deceive someone because you're fearful of how they're going to respond. You just open up, which is what vulnerability is. Let me just open up. Vulnerability is generally usually what's lacking within relationships, long-term, short-term marriages, between people that make them think it's okay to betray each other. And I know there's a whole conversation about, well, if he's not married and he's not taking it, that's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard. I'm sorry. This is not judging. This is logic. That makes no sense. No one is just instantly married to a person unless it's arranged. And that's a whole nother topic to itself. You date someone or you're with them before you marry them. Even if it's just for a few weeks or 2 months. So when someone is off the market because they're in a relationship, they're off the market, period. End of discussion. This is no ifs, ands, or buts. What usually transpires that opens the door for infidelity, betrayal in different forms is a lack of vulnerability from both partners or one of the partners. Generally, there's somewhere there where it's lacking on both. And this vulnerability can come from other instances where we were in pain or we experienced betrayal or abandonment or rejection, but prior to our partners. Right? Which is why eventually one of the most beautiful things to talk about is, and I'm going to talk about it again, the power of love. And what love can really do for you, which is why you want to try to stay as open and as vulnerable as you can. This doesn't mean that you don't acknowledge what you experience, because if you don't acknowledge what you experience, you can't extract the blessing, and the blessing is the lessons. There's blessings and lessons. So if we just want to act like nothing happened to us or in prior relationships, well, that's not going to really be helpful for you. But once you learn, you can be vulnerable with yourself to learn. Then you can release and you can re-enter a different stage, because love, again, is one of the most powerful things as well, outside of authenticity and vulnerability. Vulnerability is lacking in the world, but it's a powerful thing for healing. Well, this is a topic I could talk about for a while, but vulnerability is a beautiful thing. I don't want to take too much of your time now. I'm trying to be more tight with the time and the weirdo. I would just say, it's always good to see y'all. Happy getting back to you day. Also, happy Memorial Day. Memorial Day passed by the time I dropped this video. But Memorial Day, honestly, was when I was filming it. So happy Memorial Day. I hope your day, if it wasn't filled with prosperity and abundance, I hope it was filled with peace, because you deserve it and you don't need to do anything to deserve it. Stay true to you. May you continue your journey back to yourself. It is up to you. Free will, but choose wisely, my friend. Alright, well,